Good morning, all of you. Today, let us discuss syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. All of us know that syntax is the study of structures. All languages have certain characteristics of structures. For example, in Indian languages, uh, the statements usually have the following structure: subject, object, and verb. But in English, it is subject, verb, and object. So, the study of structures but not its meaning is called syntax. It is the study of grammarians to talk about the syntax and the function of different words in the sentence and its parts of teach, tense, and other features. The grammarian usually talks about the syntax, but not exactly about its meaning. But semantics always study the meaning of a sentence rather than its physical features. For example, according to syntax, there are usually four types of sentences. The first one is assertive sentence or declarative sentence, which states that something is true. The earth moves around the sun. I'm a teacher. You're learning English. These are called assertive or declarative sentences because they declare something or they assert something as true. Usually, all the assertive sentence or declarative sentences end with a full stop. So that is the features of or syntactical features of assertive sentences. The second one is interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are two types. They are one, yes or no questions. The second one is WH questions. But both types of questions end with question marks. The third one is imperative sentences. Generally, the imperative sentences are devoid of the subject. Post the letter. Of course, you is understood here. Please post the letter. Here, you, the subject you is understood, but it is not given. Even imperative sentences also end with full stops. The last one is the exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences usually end with exclamation marks. What a great scientist Einstein is. How beautifully the peacock walks. What a great batsman Tendulkar is. So this is the yardstick for all the four types of sentences, but semantics argue that all the sentences that end with question marks are not questions. For example, why don't you improve your English looks like a question because it ends with a question, but in fact, it is a suggestion or a piece of advice. Similarly, could you please give me your pen? Looks like a question. In fact, it is a seeking. It is request. It is polite request. For example, shall I open the window? It is politely seeking answer or not exactly answer, seeking the permission of the listener. Or shall I bring you a cup of coffee? It is not a question, although it ends with a question. It is a polite offer. So in this way, semantics help us to know the exact meaning of the sentences rather than its form. Now let us come to the last one, pragmatics. Pragmatics go beyond semantics. It doesn't study the meaning just from one sentence or word. It studies the meaning of sentence in the context. For example, David and John are going to give a birthday party surprisingly. David and John are going to give Johnson as birthday party. Johnson doesn't know that they are going to give him party. They went to him with all the requirements, but they forgot to bring the candles. In one of the, when they reach there, here David says that candles, candles. But here Johnson listens to the words candles, candles, but he doesn't know why he is saying candles, candles. Candles doesn't mean anything to Johnson, but means something to David, because he has understood that they have forgotten to bring the candles to the birthday party. This is the beauty of pragmatics. That's why pragmatics go beyond one step, and it gives the meaning of the sentence or the word in the real context. That is the beauty of pragmatics. It is much broader than semantics, and so we have to study semantics and pragmatics in comparison with each other. And if you study pragmatics well, we know how language is used contextually, meaningfully, and we can make our English natural, contextual, and beautiful. So it's not enough if you just know grammar and syntax, parsing, and various parts of speech, this and that. Language is not just grammar, or not just codification grammar, just parsing of the sentences. It is knowing the meaning of words and sentences in the context, in the real life situations. Only then can we make meaning to the society, and we can live profitably, we can make use of the friendship, and we make friends, we live happily in the society. So all of us need to learn pragmatics and semantics well if you want to be a good user of language, especially English language. Of course, we know all these things in our mother tongue because we use semantics and pragmatics in our real life situation, but we may not know pragmatics in English because we haven't learned it, we haven't acquired it, we have just learned it through grammar books. So please try to learn pragmatics. Thank you very much.